Hey guys, so welcome to Talk to Me Tuesday, season 2, episode 6. Yikes, we be moving right along, right? So today's topic is trust the process, the dating scene. So today's topic basically is about the ups and downs of dating today. Like, we're in like a time where like dating is like a bitch. Like, it's so much to it. It's so much, what should I do? What should I not do? So many questions, so many things you have to think about, so many other factors that I don't want to say weren't around before, but they're definitely like, oh, well, now you just got to think harder about them. It's just like, oh, what's this person going to think? Or how long should I wait to do this? Or you got like social media where you got to worry about and think about, and other things about people that you may not have originally known. So I feel like this was a good topic to discuss. I'm just getting my notes together, sorry. So I felt like today this was something good for us to go over, just because I know that it's something that affects a lot of us. It's something that we all struggle with. It's something that bothers all of us, something that is on all of our minds. So I definitely wanted to talk about this today because I feel like it's important. So I want to first say hi to everybody. Thank you guys for joining. I was like a couple seconds late, so hope y'all don't mind that. I'm like getting my cameras and stuff together. I'm all over the place as usual. Y'all know my life is hectic as fuck, so bear with me. But yeah, so I feel like the process itself, that's why I didn't want to say let's just talk about dating. Like, I more so feel like it's very important for us to discuss the process. And I know me personally, it's not something that I'm good with. I'm not good at letting things play out. I'm not good at waiting to see how it goes. I'm a planner. Listen, I ain't gonna blame it on being a Libra, but I'm a planner. I like to know what's happening, when it's gonna happen, how's it gonna happen, is this gonna work, am I wasting my time, like all of those things. So I don't know if any of you guys are like that, but I know I'm like that. It's just like, I just need to know. Like, I want to know, and I want to know now. I want what I want it when I want, all of that. So I know some of you guys can identify with me, whether it's girls, guys, whatever. But that's the thing in dating, because it's just like we kind of go into things like, oh, I want this, and oh, I want that. And it's just like, okay, maybe you do want that, but hold on, slow down. Let's just, see if what you want is going to come out of this person. Like, everybody's not going to give you what you want. Everybody's not meant to give you what you want. Everybody's not meant to be who you want and the type of person you want and the end all be all. Sometimes you have to go through a couple people to see what it is that you want. Oh, well, I didn't even know I really liked this until I got somebody that did it. Or I didn't really know that I was into this until I had somebody treat me like this. Or I didn't know these were some of the things I require out of a relationship until I got them from, from somebody. So those things like that are, reasons that it's good to take into consideration the things that you want. Y'all see, I ain't do my nails. I'm just looking ratchet today. I'm sorry. Like, it's good to have an idea of what you want, but don't go into things like so straightforward, just like, oh, I want this, da 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 da, and whoever can't give it to me just gotta die. Like, it's not that serious. Is that why females settle for the old situation to avoid building new ones? Yes, definitely. I definitely agree. I'll touch on that. But so it's basically, I feel like it's very important to have an idea of what you want in regards to your standards, the things that you are just absolutely not going to tolerate. The things you're absolutely not going to tolerate, the things that you just, are like absolute deal breakers. But I mean, to be honest, like, even some of your deal breakers, make sure they're legit, like legit, realistic, meaningful deal breakers. Don't just be like, oh, anybody that's shorter than me. Like, that's stupid. Shit like that is really shallow, is really dumb. And don't get me wrong, like, I'm saying things from experience because I've been shallow. I've been in situations where it's just like, oh, well, I want this, I want that. When I was younger, I want an A. He got to have, Corey, he got to make this type of money. He got to do this. He got to take me here. He got to buy me bags. Like, it's not that serious. Like, you need, like, real tangible, real life, important values, important standards. And I feel like anything else is kind of wiggle room. Like, I really feel like there's wiggle room. And I think that a lot of us don't take the wiggle room into consideration when we're dating. It's just like, we don't grasp the fact that it's just like, okay, everybody, not only does everybody not have or is not going to have what you want or what you don't want or whatever like that, but it's just like everybody's not meant to. Like, everybody is not Mr. Right. Everybody is not Mrs. Perfect. Like, it's not, every person that you meet, that you date, does not have to, is not supposed to be your girlfriend or supposed to be your wife or supposed to be your husband or supposed to be a baby father or nothing like that. It doesn't always have to be that. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Basically, trusting the process to see who's who, what's what, and what's the plan. Like, you know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with saying, okay, I want to be married, and okay, I want to do this, and okay, I want to have children, and, you know, so some of those things, if that's what you know in the back of your mind, then, okay, you probably don't want to get into a situation with somebody that says they absolutely want no kids, or, you know, or I absolutely am never getting married. Then, but you have to think, if you're that other person, some of those things you may not say. You may not know you wanted children, or you may not know you wanted to be married until you get the right person that treats you like a queen or treats you like a king, and you want to marry them. You want to spend your life with them. So it's just like, don't be so closed-minded about things. And like I said, I don't talk about nothing that I haven't experienced firsthand, and I can be very, very, very closed-minded. So, you know what I mean? You don't want to, right, somebody's saying basically you don't want to lose out on something great being picky. And it's just like, yeah, now granted, like I said, you want to have your general, you know, things like, okay, I'm not going to be with anybody that's abusive or, you know, anything like that. Now that's like, okay, well, duh, bitch, nobody wants to get their ass beat. No, that's not okay. That's not okay. But saying something like, oh, I don't want to be with nobody that don't make this amount of money, or I don't want to be, like, a perfect example is definitely how somebody looks. So, and I'm not just talking about cute or not cute. I'm talking about, like, oh, you know, you don't want to go out here having a type. I know I can speak for myself. I've grown to realize that I don't necessarily have a type, because I come across a lot of people that look different ways, and it's just like, I go by the vibes. Like, if you make me feel good, if I like you, if we get along, that's important to me. That's the shit that matters to me. So it's just like, do we get along? Can I trust you? You know, do you make me laugh? Are you a liar? Are you nice? Are you kind? Are you evil? Are you weird? You know, those are the type of things I look at. I don't really necessarily care at the moment, you know, how much money you make or whatever. Bitch, do you got a job? Are you looking for a job? Do you know how to do stuff? Can I help you get a job? Like, I'm that girl. And you know what I mean? So that may or may not be a good thing, but that's me. I'm speaking for myself. So, and we'll get into that as well, because, you know, you can't necessarily build everybody up too. But, you know, we're going to discuss that. So those are, I feel like, typical standard, like, oh, okay, well, yeah, I want somebody that's, you know, nice to me, that's kind to me, that's, you know, women, if you have that, you know, I want somebody to treat me like a queen, and da-da-da. Like, a lot of people get into that. I want my woman to treat me like a king. I want my man to treat me like a queen, or, you know, vice versa. And it's just like, I'm not necessarily opposed to doing that, but you have to live up to the standards that you are putting out here. So it's just like, if you're saying, and we're talking about realistic standards, we're not talking about, like I said, we're not speaking on being shallow. We're going to get to shallow later, because shallow is a reality of ours. A lot of us are shallow. A lot of us, you know, looks are very important. Appearance is very important. Image is very important. I know for myself, image is major. Like, it's major key. So those things are important. So as much as we want to be like, oh, let's not be like that, and let's not worry about that, and that's not important. Bullshit. If it's important to me, then it's important, and it needs to be taken into consideration. Hey, babe, because I'm not going to sit here and lie like I'm not going to care about certain things. So yes, I am going to care. This is going to bother me, so I'm going to need you to, you know, proceed accordingly, because yeah, certain things are going to get on my fucking nerves, or I'm not going to like, and I'm not going to be cool or comfortable with it. So, you know, so yeah, so that is a major thing. So I feel like, in regards to going into a situation or going into just your everyday life, having an idea of not necessarily what you want, but what you don't want. And I feel like that's an easier or more realistic, that's a more realistic expectation, because it's just like, you don't really know what you want. We only know based on experience. Experience is the best teacher. So if you've had something and you didn't like it, or you had somebody treat you a certain way and you didn't like it, or you did like it, or whatever, all you can say is, I know I don't like that. Because if you never tried something, they say don't knock it till you try it. That kind of goes with relationships too. Like, you might not have knew you liked the fat nigga until you had a fat nigga. That nigga treated you like everything. He fucked the shit out of you. He, never hit you. He was sweet to you, kind to you, provided for you. Like, treated you like the queen that you are, and, always gave you compliments and held your hand and opened your door. Child, I'll take a fat nigga any day. It's just like, yeah, I'm not about to sit here and say I don't want no fat niggas. If it's important to you, has to be important to them, and vice versa. So I agree. Okay, yeah, so definitely it's just basically like you just go into things figuring out what I don't want. So like I said, experience is our best teacher. So we really don't know much outside of what we've been through. Most of us, like, no matter what you're thinking, if you have not experienced something that was not pleasing to you, whether it made you unhappy, it hurt your feelings, it pissed you off, like anything like that. If you haven't gone through anything, then you can't say you didn't like it. You can't walk around saying, I hate carrots, and you never, ever, ever in your life tasted a carrot. You fuck around and get some carrots shredded up in something and don't even know you ate a carrot, and you will love it. So it's just like, think of dating like that. Don't be so quick to say, I don't want this, I don't want that, I don't like this, I don't like that, this ain't happening, I ain't for that. Because you will miss out, or you will just pass something by because you're not even like, you don't even know. Like, you're so stupid. Like, that's really like a stupid way of thinking because you don't have a fucking clue. Like, basically, you don't even know what you're missing, basically. Like, you don't know what you're missing. You never even had this shit. You sound dumb as hell even saying that. So, what? Where? I'm sorry. Yeah, so basically, like, you really sound stupid saying things like, oh, this is not gonna work, or yeah, I don't like nobody that's like that. Like, you'll pass up a guy or a girl that's like not appealing to what you're used to seeing. Not that they're not pretty, or not that they're not beautiful, or not that he's not good looking, but it's just like not what you're used to. So again, that's how people develop a type. Outside of you just having a fantasy and it's just like, oh, I want somebody that looks like Nicki Minaj, or oh, I want somebody that looks like Halle Berry, or oh, I want somebody that looks like, outside of that, because even that you've never experienced. So you can't even necessarily say that without, being unrealistic. So it's just like, let's just focus on what it is that you don't want. You can't say, oh, my type is, let's say, short, brown skin, long hair. Just because one bitch you fuck with that you love with short, brown skin with long hair. Like, that's not your type, dummy. That's just all you know. You might get a badass boy here, bitch, to turn your whole life around. So chill the fuck out. Just relax. So it's just like, that's what I think that we need to, like, kind of turn around. Like, let's stop going into things saying what we want, because most of us, we don't really know what we want because we haven't had it. Realistically speaking, because if we did, we would still have it. We wouldn't be on the dating scene right now, if that makes any sense. So I feel like let's more so focus on what it is that we don't want out of these situations. And I feel like that is how we will be able to, to proceed accordingly, and we'll be able to actually make some progress. Is it shallow to say you don't want kids? No, I don't feel that it's shallow to say that you don't want kids, because that's not being shallow. If you don't want kids, then you don't want kids. It's shallow to say I'm not dealing with anybody that has kids. That's not quite shallow, but that would have been more of a question. But I don't think it's shallow to say you don't want kids. That's your fucking problem. That's your business. That's your want or not want. You know what I mean? If you don't want kids, then cool, don't have none. Just be mindful that you never know. And somebody else's kids, no matter what y'all talking about on here, somebody else's kids don't necessarily count. If you do not want children, then you do not want children. It is probably preferred and advised that you do not seek out a long-term relationship with somebody that wants children, period. You just need to kind of be clear on that. But at the same time, that's something you need to be 100% sure that you don't want children. Because nobody wants kids until they looking down at a beautiful baby and they crying. Or think about how many people that do want kids and then they fucking don't take care of them, or don't know how to take care of them, or don't want to fucking be around them or whatever. So, you know what I mean? But I don't think it's shallow saying you don't want kids. But I just think that just have an idea of what you don't want. And then I feel like that's how we'll get started as a good, you know what I mean? That's how you get the dating cycle started. It's just like, all right, well, I know I'm absolutely not putting up with this. So moving on, I feel like the next thing is, in the process is knowing when, just knowing when. I don't even want to finish the sentence. Just knowing when. Because that is a major thing, because you can, like the slightest, when you're dating somebody or when you just meet somebody, we're not even going to call it dating right now. When you just meet somebody or when you're, I guess, technically dating, because if you're not in a relationship, y'all are just dating. It's just, other than saying we talking, then you're dating. And it's just like talking is such a kid word. It's just like, oh yeah, I talked to her. Bitch, either you're dating or you're not. Because if we're not going anywhere and doing anything, then we're not doing anything. We're just living and breathing and we know each other. So I just feel like with that, knowing when to say something, knowing when to get upset, knowing when to go the extra mile, knowing when to buy presents, knowing when to speak up, knowing when to call, like all of those things are so, they may seem so minor and minute, but they're really, really important. So knowing when to move in a situationship or when you're dating is key. Like it's a major key, because the slightest thing, you know, if the timing is off, the slightest thing can just throw off everything. And I know my lips look a little dry. I'm looking on the camera. Y'all let me know if my lips look a little dry, because I have like this matte lipstick on, but I'm not really feeling the way I'm looking right now. So I'm going to put a little gloss if y'all don't mind. Sorry. Yeah, I was feeling a little, I don't know. I'm not in the matte thing. I'm just getting the makeup thing down packed. So sorry. But yeah, so it's just like knowing when to do or not do, you know, all the way down to knowing when to call somebody. Have you ever wanted to call somebody, but it's just like, I'm going to wait for them to call me first. Like that small thing, and we've all been there. Everybody on here has been there. Like, I'm going to just wait for them to call me first. Or the double text. I'm not double texting. Like, I text her. She didn't text me back. I'm going to just wait for her to hit me back. Like, those little mind games is just like, that's big. Like, because you have to, the fact that you have to think about when to text somebody or when not to text them, or that's major. So it's just like knowing when to text, knowing, okay, is it okay for me to talk to them late at night? Like, you know, especially if you very, very first meet somebody, you don't want to call them 1 o'clock in the morning. They're going to think you trying to get a booty call. They're going to think, you know what I mean, that you being weird, or you don't know if they might be with somebody else, or, you know, all of those things. It's so much you got to think about when you're dating somebody. It's just like, oh, well, I don't know. I'm not really sure. Yada, yada, yada. So, you know, knowing when is major. You know, not only knowing when to call or text, but then knowing when to you know, to invite them out, or when is it time to, you know, take the next step in the physical sense. Like, just knowing when, you know, when is our first date? Am I supposed to meet you one day and be ready to go out, you know, the very next day? Like, or, you know what I mean? Or do I meet you today? Like, all right, let's say today's Tuesday. Listen, I go out tonight, I meet somebody. It's just like, okay, well, do I call her tonight? Do I call her tomorrow morning? Do I wait till afternoon and text her, hey, how you doing? Do I have to wait 2 days and be like, oh, do you remember me? Like, so you're saying, how do you know when? I feel like that is the big thing, and that's the biggest complicated scenario, but it really depends on the vibes with the person. Like, you have to take everything situational. A lot of people go about things saying, all the way down to sex on the first date. It's just like, oh, I'm not having sex on the first date. You might not be able to have sex on the first date with one person, but another person might be with it, and they're not going to think nothing of you, and you ain't going to think nothing of them. Listen, it's just time. It's just time. So as far as knowing when, I really feel like it depends on the person. Like, you're going to know, you know, based on how that person treats you, based on how that person talks to you. It's just like, okay, well, I feel cool. Like, she hit me up already. Like, she said, call me anytime. Well, bitch, if she said call me anytime, that means call me anytime. Call me whenever. Look, if you're thinking about me, hit me up. I'm that person. If you're thinking about me, call me. text me. Don't be sitting around waiting for me to text you. I might be thinking about you, but and just forget or just didn't get around to it yet. So I just feel like that really depends on the person. Based on how you vibe with a person, go based on your feelings. Like, if you want to, then do it. If the person's not feeling it, then it's going to be obvious that they're not feeling it. And then that's something that you know. You need to know that right off the bat. Like, oh, okay, well, I'm a quick sex on the first date, or I'm gonna call you the same night I meet you and talk to you all night, and I like to text all day and the very next day, and I'm gonna be trying to see you within the first 3 business days, and all of that. If that's who you are and that's how you are, then you need to portray that so that you'll see if this person is either with it or not. Because if they're not, that's okay. That's what dating is. It's all about figuring people out. Okay, well, this is how I am. I'm showing this person that. And they're not really like that. Like, everybody's not going to like you. Everybody's not going to be into what you're into. Everybody's not going to be a fan of what you're a fan of. Everybody's not going to move the way you move. And that's something that you got to not only accept, but understand and be able to process and move forward. That's what dating is. I said this in the previous episode. That's why when you're dating, you're supposed to be dating multiple people. Because it has to be a process of elimination. When you end up just dating one person, or it's just like you spend all your time with this person, it's really like the dating process is process of elimination, because you have to see, okay, I choose to be with this person more than the other. I like this person. I kind of like her too. And I kind of like him. But this is the one I like the most. This is the one that gives me more of the things on my list that I want or that I don't want. This is the person that has the least of them. And then that's how I determine, okay, this is probably who I need to maybe see if I'm going to take the next step with. Let's see how this goes. But it's not, that's just how it goes. You have to figure these things out. So as far as how do you know when, Renee, it's just like, yeah, it's based on the person. You do what you want when you want. Be yourself. That's the whole thing. You got to be able to be yourself. That's why I said that the whole knowing when is it's so trivial, because me personally, so I'm going to get honest with you guys. So me personally, I am a doer, a pleaser, a giver, all of that, right? So I will, and this is not even necessarily just in a relationship. That's just my personality. Somebody need help. Hey. Somebody need help. I got their back. Somebody needs to borrow something and I got it. I got them. Somebody need a ride. I got them. If somebody asks me something, if one of my friends called me right now, like, yo, I have an emergency, I'm right there. Like, if I can get there, then I'm there. Like, no questions asked. That's just my personality. I don't necessarily look for anything in return. That's just how I am. It's just like, that's just me. But at the same time, then you have to, I've had my friends say to me, like, I'm a lookouter. Like, now, don't get me wrong. I'm not like no type of sugar mama or nothing like that. But I'm a lookout, because me personally, I'm a give as I do unto others as you will have them do to you. So I'm not no tit for a tat, like, oh, well, if I do this for you, then you better do that for me. Or if I give you this, then you give me that. But what I will say is I treat people how I want them to treat me, how I want to be treated, how I expect to be treated. And the best way for me to display that is for me to show it. This is the type of shit I like. And that's just like I said to you, Renee, if I have to be me, I have to be me. If you're not like how I am, that's okay. That's understandable. But now I know that. I get to see for myself that we not really the same. And then the question is, okay, can I deal with somebody that's not as giving as me, or that's not as understanding as me, or that is not as open as me, or that is not as helpful as me, or that's not as selfless as me? Can I do that, or can I not? It's just like, you need to kind of be on my level of caring, compassion, selflessness, giving, helpfulness, all of that, in order for us to be somewhere or not. Like, I can't say for sure that everybody has to be like me, but I just know how I am. And I've had my friends tell me, like, yo, like, don't do so much so early. And then it's just like, well, what's too much? Or what's so much? And what's too early? You know what I mean? So it's such a, like, catch-22, because me personally, I feel like it's too much work for me to not be myself. It's too much work for me to go out of my way trying to be a different person just so that I can not look crazy or not look stupid or not, like, for the person not to reciprocate. And it's just like, of course, reciprocity is key. We all want back what we're getting. But then again, some people don't, because some people put give you their ass to kiss, or they're so busy trying to, you know, hide their ways, or, you know, draw back on some of their things, or keep some shit in the tuck. Like, all right, well, I ain't going to let it all out. You know, some people be trying to pin, you know, spoon feed you their shit. Like, oh, a little bit at a time. I get a little bit at a time. And it's just like, that may be good, but you also have to take into consideration, what is it that you're trying to get in return? Like, what are you showing to this person? Like, that I'm going to spoon feed you until I am ready to? Like, are you like trying to earn these things? And I'm not saying any of this is right or wrong, but what I am saying is that we have to take all these into consideration, because when you're dating, like when you're dating somebody, everything is like an evaluation. Everything is an evaluation, because they don't know you. So they can't say, oh, she's just like that. Thank you, babe. Oh, she's just like that. And they don't know that you like that. You might, if you start snapping out and doing weird shit, niggas gonna think you're weird and you're crazy, and they're not gonna want to deal with you. So you have to, you know, kind of be yourself, because everything is being evaluated. So you can either take the fraud route, and when you meet somebody, you can give them a little bit and give them a little bit and give them a little bit. That's how people get into these deep relationships, and then they get left, because, or then it's just like, whoa. Then people think you changed, or they saying, oh, you're not the same woman I fell in love with. You're not the same woman I met. And it's just like, that's because you didn't put it all out there. I feel like anybody that's on here, or anybody that watches my show is geared for adults. So all of us have been in love before, at least one time. We all got our baggage. We all got our past. We all have our this. We all have our that. So the fact of the matter is, if we're going into these situations as adults, you have to go into these things as an adult and put your shit on the table. That's just like me trying to spoon feed somebody some information and not telling them I got 2 kids. Now, granted, I'm not looking for no stepdads or stepmoms or maddies or no type of weird shit for my kids. My kids got dads. They're cool. I'm good. They're well taken care of. Everything is straight. But at the same time, I wouldn't have nobody fall head over heels for me. I done been dating them for 3-4 months, and they just find out of nowhere, oh, where did she get 2 kids from? And it's just like things like, we have somebody going here saying about, you know, that kids might be a deal breaker. It's just like, well, I need you to know that I got these fucking kids, because I don't want to fall in love with you. Fuck you falling in love with me. I don't want to be head over heels for you, and I'll just put my best foot forward just for you to turn around and leave me, or now you're less interested in me because you found out I got these fucking kids. No, I don't want that to happen. I don't want that to be my life. So I put it all out there. I don't want nobody to find out that, you know what I mean, I'm super, super busy. I don't want to just be dropping everything I'm doing. Oh, I can't do my show today because I'm trying to go out. And oh, I can't do my sip and speak because I'm trying to take this girl on a date. And oh, I can't be on the radio this Sunday because I got to, you know, go here and I got to go out of town. No, bitch, this is all the shit I got to do. Now, Tuesdays I got my show. Wednesdays I got my open mic. Sundays I'm on the radio. These days I go to work. These days my kids have choir practice. These days now what's up? But what I will say is the minutes I have in between that, I got you. Anything you need, while I'm at work, I will text you between phone calls. While I'm at my show, I will put my phone on Do Not Disturb, and you'll be the first person I call when I get done. Like, this is me. And at the same time, I'd rather you know from the rip, and it's just like, you seem a little too busy for me. Like, I need somebody that needs give me a little bit more attention, that's a little bit more available, you know. I'm off the weekends. Like, even shit like, oh, I work Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, and I need somebody that's available on the weekends, every single day on the weekend, so I can spend my weekends with them. Some people really want that. And that's okay. But I'm not that one for you. I work on the weekends too. Sorry. But shit like that, yeah, you need to know. I need to put that forward. I need to put that straight up. I need to tell people, yeah, I got a little bit of an attitude problem. I have this much patience, so I have a very low tolerance for dumb shit, bullshit, attitudes. I don't like to be ignored. I don't like when people get smart with me. I don't like for you to slap my ass. Like, whatever you need to know about me, I'm going to put it out there. And then you either going to like it or you're not going to like it. You're going to take it or you're going to leave it. You're going to be with it or you're going to be against it. And all of those things, I just feel like as adults, we need to kind of be like that. You need to just put it out there. Because what is the point of hiding? Because then you're wasting time. I feel like when you hide shit, or not even hide it, we're not going to say y'all hiding y'all shit. We're just going to basically say that you guys are choosing to omit information or spoon feed information. We're going to just stick with spoon feed because I like the way that sounds. You're just spoon feeding people information. Now, I'm not sitting here saying the first day you meet a bitch or the first day you meet a guy and just like, okay, well, my name is Jocelyn. I'm 31. I did this. I did that. You know, I got raped when I was 12 years old and this person touched me and blah, blah, blah. And I used to do heroin and blah. Like, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm not saying tell somebody your fucking life story, but the prevalent, relevant, important, pertinent information about your day-to-day life or your overall existence needs to be put on Front Street. Because for all that, you might as well just be meeting on fucking MySpace or whatever, like old shit, like weird shit. Just like, I don't know you, you don't know me. Like back in the day, before we had all this technology and people just fucking meet on AOL Instant Messenger. Just like, okay, you're weird. Like, just tell me what's up. Tell me who you are and I'll figure out the rest. Like, and somebody will figure out if they want to be with you, if they want to know you. But if they around you all the time and you're never showing them your true colors, the first time you snap out, they're going to go crazy. If I'm always talking like this, hi, yeah. Like, don't get me wrong, I got my sexy voice. I got my when I'm talking to a bae phone voice. I got my when I'm talking to a bae look on my face. My friends know, like, what you on the phone? Who was you just talking to? Where you at? Who you with? Yeah. When I'm around somebody I'm digging, yeah, I get real cute, real cute, real prissy. Like, yeah, nothing. I'm good. How are you? Da-da-da. But I need to let you know that the first time you get in my car and somebody cut me off, I'm like, bitch, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I don't want you to go crazy when I do that and shit on yourself. Because all you think that I'm, that's not me. Don't get me wrong. I got a little bit. Listen, who you want? I got a couple up in here. I got a few. But it's just like I still have to be myself because I don't want you to be shocked. That's the main thing. It's all about you. Go in this selfishly. I don't want you to be shocked and turn around and then waste my fucking time. Because now I've been dating you for 3 months and you don't even know. You never even see me snap out. You never even see me yell. How is that normal? Like, how is that normal? So it's just like, I just feel like, yeah, we have somebody basically saying maturity, be up front from the start. I feel the same way. Yeah, because you have to just put it out there and give people that option to take you as you are. Some people are so wrapped up and most of it is like an insecurity type of thing. You're wrapped up in your own faults or downfalls where the things you think might be wrong with you, somebody else might have been looking for their whole fucking life. It's just like, oh, well, you know, I am a little strong-willed and this nigga been fucking with weak bitches his whole fucking life. And he been waiting for a strong, thorough bitch to come along and be like, oh, what up, though? And you trying to hide your... Now, I'm not saying women don't be submissive. And I'm going to make a side note because I know y'all kind of go there sometimes. I'm not saying you can't be submissive. I'm very, very strong-willed, very strong-minded. But I can submit to the right person. Don't be no bitch or no clown making me feel stupid for submitting to you. It's a two-way street. You give me what I need. You treat me good. I got you. We cool. So it's just like, just be you. That's why that's my slogan. Like, yes, it's really catchy, but that's how I feel. Just be you. They're gonna fuck with it. The right motherfucker's gonna fuck with you. Cause the reality is, if you have to go out of your way to not be yourself, to please somebody, then that ain't the one anyway. Cause at some point, the real you is gonna creep on out. You're gonna seep through the fucking cracks, whether it take 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years, 2 decades. You're going to, eventually, the real you is going to come out. And you don't want to surprise that person. You don't want to scare the fucking shit out of them. You don't want to run them off. Because at that point, now you in too deep. You waist deep with the motherfucker. And then the first time, all the way down to the first time you got to see these motherfuckers with no makeup, you going to feel like shit. They going to be like, what the fuck? Don't get me wrong, I wear makeup, but listen, I be looking raggedy on a regular, and I need you to see, because I bags hella bitches looking raggedy. I rarely wear makeup. I really wear makeup for y'all. This is the only time I really wear it, for real. I've had people say I should do it more often, but I'm just saying, I'd rather be me. The normal me, I like makeup, don't get me wrong, it's cute, it's fun, it's girly and all that, but on a regular basis, that's not what I do. So I need you to see that I'm not this high heel makeup girl, because I don't want you to be surprised when you want to do something, when you want to go to the movies and I throw on tights and some sneakers and a hoodie and be like, we out. And you're going to expect me to look like a glamazon. So no, I'd rather be that. And then when I do wear makeup, you'll be surprised. You'll be happy. I'll look beautiful. You'll give me compliments. Yada, 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 yada. But I need to know that the regular me, jeans and sneakers, tights and a hoodie, that you're going to be okay with that. I'm going to brush my hair. I'm going, polish my nails. And that's all I got for you, shorty. So long as we're cool, long as you're okay with that, then we good. But I can't keep putting on this front like, oh, every time I see her. I know girls like that. I'm going to get a new outfit. I'm going to head all the way down to your panties and your bra. Listen, bitch, if you don't regularly fucking match your panties and bra, don't be going out here buying all these Victoria's Secret outfits for this nigga or for this bitch. And then the first time she see you with a mismatch, she going to be like, what happened to you? Or she going to assume you're on your period or something because you always got matching panties and bra. No, my bra and panties very rarely match. Then I have to buy them together as a set. Now, I'll get some shit that match, like an outfit match. Like, yeah, blue go with green. Like, yeah, that look right. This technically match. But it don't go together. It ain't a set. This gray bra that I got on, I don't got gray fucking lace panties on with it. No, sorry. Do I got panties that come with it? Yeah. But I'll just wear this bra with the lace panties ever that. And I'm wearing it again today. That's just me. That's me being honest. I don't want you to think that every time you see me, I'm going to look like a fucking sexy centerfold. Sorry. No, I'm not doing that. Don't wear your snatcher all the time. Listen, I need you to see that I got a little something, a little extra. Because if I'm always snatched and tight, I don't want you to think that I'm a 12 when I'm not. You see what I'm saying? I don't want that to be confused. All the way down to it could bite you in the ass. You so snatched all the time, you done got all your shit piled up into this fucking waist trainer or piled up into this bullshit. A motherfucker's gonna buy you a gift, they think you wear a size 8. I don't wear no 8. Well, you look like 8 when you all squeezed into this motherfucking thing where you can't fucking breathe. So all those things, it really, really, really makes a difference. And it really, everything kind of works together. You just have to be you from the beginning. Let me see. And give me a second, guys. I'm just reading over some comments. I don't want to ignore you guys. I would like to know, is it too much for a man to clean, cook, uplift someone on a daily basis and feel like it isn't enough? Just a question. Or if you feel like the person don't really appreciate it. Okay, so in regards to that, Aaron, I'm assuming that you were referencing when we were saying, when I was talking about basically knowing when. So I feel like if you're a cooking, cleaning ass nigga, then you need to let that be known. Because again, you never know what females out here that been looking for a cooking, cleaning ass nigga. They whole life. They done had to cook for their ex-husband and cook for their boyfriends and cook for their dad and their parents and their siblings. They've been waiting for something that simple as a man that cooks and a man that cleans to a woman that's probably used to doing that all the time. That can be like, pure, give you all the points. You might be short, ugly, fat, no job. I'll take it. Yep. Because that matters. That's a big deal to me. Yes, the fact that you cook and clean and I don't have to, yes, I'll take that. Yeah. Yes, I will. So no, it's not too much. If uplifting somebody, yes, it's a lot of men out here or people have significant others that don't uplift them, that don't make them feel sexy, that don't make them feel beautiful, that don't make them feel smart. I know people that really have people that make them feel like they're stupid. Like they don't, give them encouragement. Yes, that's important. So no, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And again, I don't feel like it's too soon. It's too early. If you meet somebody and they're down on their luck or they're down in the dumps, that's your job. Like, okay, this might not be your person, but if you feel even the slightest bit of potential in this person, you gotta it's not even your best foot. Put yourself forward. They need to know the real you. I need to know that when shit get real, like you're going to be there to at least be my shoulder to cry on. Do you have some words or are you going to give me the damn, that's fucked up, yo? Imagine how the fuck you would feel. I don't give a fuck if I just met you yesterday. If I choose to tell you something that's going on with me and you don't got no type of nothing, no feedback, I'm never going to talk to you again. And that's real shit. Because you got to understand so many unspoken messages, right? So hear me out. It's a lot of unspoken messages when somebody chooses to open up to you, no matter how small you feel like it may be, that may be really monumental to them. I've had people open up to me about things that they probably never talked to anybody. And it's just like, it didn't matter to me at that time that we only known each other for a small amount of time. It's just like, because that's really important. You have to understand the purpose that you have in somebody else's life. It's not even always it's not always about you. It's just like the fact that this person, out of all the people they could talk to, they could talk to their parents, their best friend, whatever. They just met you. Y'all been talking for a few days, a few weeks or whatever. And they chose to tell you what's going on with them. That's important. And you need to understand that they're giving you a message. They're letting you know that, I know it's been early, but I'm trusting you with this information. You follow what I'm saying? Like, think about how many things you can't talk to people about. Think about how many things or issues or circumstances that you have either going on in your life or that you've had going on in the past that you just felt like you couldn't talk to the person you were talking to or dating or in a relationship with even. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like we've all been there where it's you could be in a full-blown relationship with somebody. It's married people out here that can't talk to their partner. So yes, I need to know that you're going to be here to give me some encouragement. Costs nothing. Encouragement costs nothing. Compliments cost nothing, especially if they're authentic. So it's, yes, I don't see anything wrong with that. Let's see. Excuse me. Man, let's see. Yeah, so I just feel like I just wanted to answer some questions. Sorry, guys. So yes, I feel like that's definitely a big one. Just understanding that this dating process it's really just that. Like, you really have to take it for what it is. It's a process. It's not something that you can just jump into. It's not like, oh, I meet you, oh, I like you, oh, you're cute, the sex is good, and we go together. And then we're getting married, then we're having kids, and then we're doing this and this and this and this and that. But just like it's not overnight, it's not to be drawn out and overthought so hard. It's not to be fucking picked apart. It's, you know, with so much detail that you take the fun out of it. You know, it's not to sit here and be scrutinized and it's just like you got your fucking magnifying glass to every single minute detail. Because the fact of the matter is, nobody's perfect. And nobody really knows what they want until they get it. And I don't know, like I said, you guys may have came into this conversation or onto this video thinking that, listen, I know what I want. I know I want this, this, and that. If y'all want to go ahead and comment with what you thought you wanted or whatever, we can discuss it. Because I just feel like, and I'm saying this from experience. Like I said, I don't talk a whole lot of shit. Like, my shit be real. Like, I only say, sorry, my neck is really killing me. I only say shit that I've been through. I've been that girl that's had a type. I've been that girl that had this long laundry list of shit that I wanted and had somebody a couple different times come out of nowhere and I'd be like, oh, okay, I'll take that too. Like, shit, this ain't even that important. I'll scratch this off. I'll scratch tall, dark, and handsome off anytime. Give me a fucking short, fat person that's sweet to me and nice to me and, you know, treats me good and gives me compliments and thinks I'm sexy and does whatever I need and can handle my attitude and can fuck me good and can... Oh, yeah, I'll take that. Yes, I will. Fuck this bullshit. I don't give a fuck about that. So I'm just telling y'all based on how I feel. It's just like, you know, you just never know. It's just about process of elimination. It's about trial and error. Like, that's what dating is. The whole process is really just a trial and error type of thing. It's just like, I don't know, I'm gonna give it a shot. And you just give it a shot. And you be you. Hopefully they'll be them. And then it's just like, it's either it's gonna work or not work. And I see somebody say earlier, it's just like, you gotta be willing to walk away when it's not working. Listen, we're just dating. It's not working. It's too many things about you that I don't like. It's too many things about you that I do not like. I am not going to be able to date you anymore. Sorry. Thank you. It's been real. Gotta go. You see how that works? It's just like, it's really simple. People complicate shit, but shit is simple. Listen, we're dating. We're dating. Yes, I'm dating you. I'm dating somebody else potentially. I'm dating 3 people. I don't know. I don't care. But the reality is, I'm dating you. I'm trying to see how I like you. I'm trying to get to know you. Trying to understand a little bit about you, this and this and that. Oh, I see you got a little this, and I got these pet peeves, and ooh, you got a little bit of one of those, and da. And as we go along, it's just like, okay, she got a little bit of an attitude, but she's nice. Okay, okay. She a little materialistic, but she's generous. Okay, okay, okay. She got a little bit of a smart mouth, but she's available. Okay. She got a little slight OCD, but she's attentive. You follow what I'm saying? So it's just like, okay, you got to weigh it out. You got to take the pros and the cons, the good with the bad, the, good, bad, indifferent, the ugly, whatever, however you want to call it. It's just like, you have to be able to factor in these. It's not going to be every single person is going to be the same, or every single person is going to have exactly what you want, exactly when you want it. It don't work like that. But if people really make you feel good, like I'm really like a vibes person. Like as shallow as I thought I was, I'm really not. I go off of how I feel. If I'm not feeling it, I don't give a fuck what you look like, how much. I ain't never been no bread type bitch. I got money. But it's just like, I don't give a fuck what you look like, how good the sex is, because sex is very low on my, I discussed this previously. Sex is very low on my level of importance. Good sex is like a plus to me. It's like a super bonus, but it's not that important. And I might need to fix that. But it's just honest. Like, it's not, sex will never, nobody can never keep me with sex. I might continue to fuck you, but that don't mean you have a hold on me. Like, no, the sex will never keep me. So yeah, you just need to kind of be able to see people for what they are and just worry about how you feel with a person. Because that's the shit that's going to have the longevity. How could this person make me feel? Like, when I talk to this person, like, do I really get filled up? Like, inside, do I really get filled up? Like, am I really excited? And granted, don't get me wrong. Like, when you first start dating somebody, you kind of always get excited when they call you or when they talk to you. But if you're dating right, if you're dating appropriately, and when I say dating appropriately, and I've talked about this on one of my other videos, proper dating is dating a couple people. I'm going to say this again. So if I get more excited, like I got 4 bitches texting me at the same time, let's say, for example, hypothetically speaking, I'm texting 4 or 5 girls on the same day while I'm at work or whatever like that. So we all texting, you know what I mean? Everybody get the random, hey, good morning, hey, how are you, blah, 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 bullshit. But, and this is an experiment. Y'all can do it or not do it. I would love if you guys did it and got back to me with some feedback. Maybe we can have some type of challenge or something. I'm all for the bullshit. I'm with the shits if y'all with it. But think about who you get the most excited for when they text you. I can have 6 unread messages. I'll skip through the ones that I'll skip right to the one who I want to talk to the most right now. Who do I talk to more? I'm sitting here texting you back. Now, I ain't texted this person back in 45 minutes, but I've been texting you for an hour and a half straight. But see, I'm also, I need you to be here with me. If I text you back, can you get back to me in like 3 minutes? If I can text you between my calls, then I need you to be able to text me back. If you ain't going to text me back for another hour, yeah, then I'm going to get bored. And I'm going to occupy my time with somebody else. Like, that's what dating is. Like, I know y'all don't want to hear this. Some people might be irked right now that I'm saying this, but that's what dating is. And it's just like, it's just whoever wins. Yes, people need to look at you like a prize, and you need to look at the person like a prize. It's just like, yes, I'm trying to be the one. I really want you, and I want you to make sure that I'm the one. And again, we're not talking about somebody that you need to walk away from. If I'm really feeling you and I feel like there's potential here, we get along, we got so many the same characteristics, and the situation got so many good qualities, it's just like, yes, I am aiming for this to be a thing. Yes, I want a thing. I want a thing. And we're going to talk about that last. Hold on. Been dating a guy for 7 months. I always feel like I have to guess with him. Just today, he told me that he wants to be in a relationship with me. I didn't ask him that specifically today. Does he want to, I was about to say see more. Does he want to be with me? But if I didn't bring up the topic, I don't think he would have told me that. Okay, so basically with that being said, you need to figure out, do you want to be with him? Do you really want to be with him? Because you might be dating somebody, and just because you've been dating them for a long time, or because you're not dating somebody else, because that's how a lot of us get tripped up. We end up just dating one person. And it's just like, well, It feel like we go together already. So yeah, now this is who I want to be with. This is the only person I give all my time to. It has to be optional. It has to be optional. When you inadvertently, solemnly monogamous, I don't want to say monogamous. I ain't even going to talk about sex. Sex is not today's topic. I cannot talk about sex today. But when you just solely date one person, it's just like you're not getting anywhere because there is no chase. There is no competition. There is no process of elimination. It's just this one person. You're so sucked up with this person and you're going to like them until you don't like them no more. And then it'll be over and then that's it. Because you can't say for sure, yes, I like you better than I like the next person because there's no other person. That's how people get cheated on because they jump into relationships and then they jump into relationships because they didn't do the proper process of elimination. And then they end up doing shit like, oh, they see the next bitch that giving them some other things that they didn't even realize that they wanted because you don't give them nothing and they didn't have enough people to see what they want and what they don't want. Because again, like I stated in the beginning of the video, nobody knows what we want. We really all just know what we don't want. And if you don't leave with nothing, leave with that. Realize that nobody knows. We don't know what we want. You don't know carrots. You don't know you don't like carrots until you eat a fucking carrot and you think it's disgusting. If your taste buds really tell you this shit is nasty, never eat it again, then you don't like carrots. If you eat a carrot for the first time after your whole life, you said you don't like carrots, and you can chew it up and it's just like, okay. All right. A little different, but it's not bad. I'm not going to throw up. Then, bitch, you don't not like carrots. They might not be your favorites, but you don't not like them. So when they go shredded up in that good salad, you're going to fuck it up. You follow what I'm saying? So that's what y'all got to understand. We don't know what we want. You know, we don't. You do not know what you want. You do not know what you want. I do not know what I want. All I can say is, thus far, I know what I don't want. Thus far. I ain't going to know something else I don't want it until somebody give it to me and I'm like, ooh, I don't think I like that. Nope, don't like that. Add that to the list. One more thing I don't like. So, babe, I think that you need to really determine if you really want to be with this person. And if so, put the shit out there. Let's be real about shit. Let's just be real. Dating means nothing today. Before dating meant you was together, girlfriend, boyfriend, not dating other people at the same time. I disagree, but, you know, to each his own. And if you want to continue this conversation later, we can, Rudy. You feel free to inbox me. Do you think long-term and date? I check my social media to see if one person likes my picture and I give her good morning, beautiful text at 7:30. See? Consistency. Because you got to think, now you got so many other bitches liking your pictures, liking your posts and this and that. But that one person, I can have one person on my video, y'all all watching me. But to know that one person is joined in on my video matters to me. To see that one person react, to see that one person give me a thumbs up, to see that one person like my picture or give me a heart eye or whatever. It's just like, yes, this matters. This matters. And that's how you can determine. All 6 of the bitches that I'm talking to could be on here right now. And they all probably think I'm talking about them. Or not. I'm just saying. But it's just like, that matters. That makes a difference. And you have to be able to identify with that. And then that's how you think long term. It's just like, listen, what do I want? Who do I want to be with? Now, I'm not saying that person is necessarily you're going to marry them. But at the same time, we're adults. We're adults. Nobody wants to play forever. And I'm not saying everything has to lead to marriage and kids and this and that. It don't even have to be that serious. It doesn't have to be that deep. But basically, the end goal in dating is just to be in a relationship with that one person. Clearly, we all know being in a relationship means just one person. So it's just like, that's really just how you figure it out. You don't have to necessarily not say that you're ready to be in a relationship with this person until you're ready to marry them. Like, well, I'm not ready to get married, so I don't want to say I want to be in a relationship. No, we're at a place where out of all of these options I have, you're the one I want. Let's go. It's just that simple. It's not really a whole lot of other like rocket science to it, and you got to think super, super hard. Because then once you get in a relationship, then you figure out, okay, how much further is this relationship going to go? That's a step-by-step process. We could talk about that another day. We're talking about dating. Dating is, in closing, dating is the process of elimination. I feel like, and again, my word is not gold. I mean, I like to believe it is, but you know, I'm not perfect. Based on experience, I feel that dating is process of elimination. I feel that effective dating is when there are multiple players. Somebody has to win. I personally look at myself as the golden trophy. Who wants the fucking trophy? Who's going to work for it? Because on the flip side, I look at the person I'm dating as the trophy as well. If you don't feel like the person you're dating is a trophy, then you're wasting your time, because I don't even want to be with you anyway. If your goal is not to, ooh, let's see, because I want them. Yes, I want you. I think I want her too, and I want her too. Which one do I want the most? That's the one I'm going to go with. It's just that simple. And I want you to feel the same way about me. I want to be picked. I want to be number one. If you don't have that many options, it's definitely, I'm glad you said that. So I have somebody on Facebook basically saying, what if you don't have that many options? Baby, it's 6 billion people in the world. We all got options. You're choosing not to have that option because you already chose who you want. You follow what I'm saying? You already chose that you want this person. So you cut your options off. Man, I don't give a fuck about nobody else, because this is, I already found what I want. And there's nothing wrong with that, but you need to recognize that this is what I want. And you need to present it in that manner. Listen, this is what I want. You are who I want. This is how I'm ready to move forward. And if that is not something that's reciprocated from that person, then that's when you need to proceed accordingly. You're going to need to act as if you know what you want and the other person is not on the same page. That's when you say things like, okay, I'm ready to be in a relationship. I'm not dating anybody. We've been doing this for 7 months and I'm ready to be in a relationship. Okay, I'm not ready to be in a relationship. I'm still dating another person. And I might like for all you know, the guy, and I'm not saying that this is the case, but if he's effectively dating, unlike you, then he might have, you know, you might be top on his list or you might be not. Because we all have, again, like I stated, we have our favorites. We have the one that will ignore calls to talk to. Okay, well, such and such text me and this person want to go out. But if this person say they want to go out, all y'all bitches getting ducked that night. Hey, babe. So it's just like, you know what I mean? So we all have that. So we all know which one we want out of the options. But if you're not exploring all of your options, it's because you already made a choice. And there's nothing wrong with that. You just need to make it be known that you've made a choice and stop allowing yourself to be like, you're technically fronting right now. You're fronting as if you're okay with dating. You're fronting as if you don't know what you want. Like, oh yeah, we dating, we just talking. I know, it's cool. You ain't my nigga. Da-da-da. No, if that's not how you feel, then stop fronting. Now you're doing what we were talking about in the beginning. If you know what you want, then speak on that. And if he can't take that, that's okay. It's 6 million other motherfuckers that will. And that might hurt, because 7 months is a long time. But you want to wait 7 more months? You want it to be 7 years and y'all still be dating? No, you don't. So, boss up. So, that was Trust the Process, the dating 2017. I thank you guys all for watching. I thank you guys all for being here. Catch me tomorrow at Sip and Speak Your Mind. Hope that you guys all come out. It's at Germantown and Schoolhouse Lane. I will post all the information later. Of course, this video will be posted up later on my Facebook and on my YouTube. So if anybody missed the beginning, or if you guys are coming late, then y'all can check it out. Check out all of my previous episodes either on YouTube or Facebook. What else? Yeah, so Sip and Speak Your Mind tomorrow, 8 a.m. to midnight. Catch me on Sunday, Deli Grind Radio with See the Broadcast Queen and DJ Bugsy from 4 to 6 live. And of course, catch me next week. Talk to me Tuesday, live at 9 p.m. I love you guys so much. If y'all have any questions, if you guys want to continue on some conversations with me behind the scenes, y'all can feel free to inbox me. Y'all can DM me. Y'all can comment under this video. I definitely check all my comments and my messages and things like that. I appreciate every single one of you guys. I hope everybody has a good night. Hope you guys were all able to take something away from today's video. Love you. Mwah.